Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Al Shah Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to try to make this video quick, but let's see where the Spirit takes me. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video Amos 7:17. You should know that scripture. I'll go to it if you don't know. Amos 7:17. All of these Jake women are ... So you got this video right here. What is that? Killer? Okay, Regina Hall interrupts the man's Think Like a Man interview. So she's all rubbing up on this guy. She's a very sexual animal. You know? She's definitely my type. And she knows how to turn that button on. You know, she knows how to bring out that femininity, you know? But anyway, in the video, she shows that she's a Amos 7:17 because she's look at that right there. And you know, she's playing around, but the man's taking it serious. You don't play like that. You get killed like that. I don't know if she got a husband, but if she got a husband allowing his woman, I don't know her status, but this is why I say you can get any woman you want. You don't got to get a Jake woman. You can get an Edomite woman. You can get a Moabite. You can get any woman you want. That's your right as a Hebrew Israelite man. Don't listen to these other camps. Oh, you just got to get you a Jake woman. You don't got to get you a Jake woman. You can get any woman you want, as long as you don't marry them. Even if they're the Jake woman, you don't marry these bitches. All right? You don't marry these hoes. But if she would have kissed me like that, I would have, I would have pulled her to the side, got a number, and she played games. Look, stay away from these fucking hyenas. All right? But watch this video. Regina Hall interrupts the man. You don't play like this. You don't play like this. You get killed. Oh, we just playing. Yeah, I ain't playing. The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, not no fucking Jesus, fuck shit Jesus Christ. And fuck all you goddamn Christians out there. Fuck all of you fucks. For fuck's sake, kill all these Christians. Fucking Christians gotta go. And they gonna go. Starting from vocab on down to them house Christians. You know what I want to say. So fuck these motherfuckers, man. And I ain't gonna say, excuse my French. You don't like it? This channel is for adults. And it ain't for women either. A couple of you women gonna watch. But our women, they're the princes, the queens. Did you niggas ever look up the word queen? Did you ever really look up the word queen? Anyway, look at what she's doing. Now, if this don't, listen, you don't play like this. Look at her. She got a leg, and she is a very attractive Jake woman with a hairpiece on. Then she I'm gonna show you something. Then she goes and sits down next to she starts look at this. They're 304s. Why you think you got passport bros? Anyway, let me do this. Let me see if she's married. Okay, bring this over here. I'm gonna give you a couple of precepts. I'm gonna give you some precepts as well. Okay, let me see her husband. Does she got an Edomite? Let me see something. Oh, she got a fucking Edomite, that fucking 304. She got a fucking Edomite. You motherfuckers. Edomites get the best of our hoes. And she can do that, hug all up. Wait a minute, let me see something. Let me open this up. Or I said, all you need to know about her love life. She's been around. She's been around. Let me see something here. Let me go to images. Hey, but let me fucking tell you niggas something. I'm getting pissed off. These Jake women, they can get Edomite men and there's no problem. Let a Jake woman, let a Jake man get an Edomite woman and there's a problem. They got the big thing with Shannon Sharp. Well, you should have been dealing with no white woman. Well, what about you nigga women dealing with the fucking white man? Man, fuck you hoes, man. Fuck you hoes. And this fucking clown, this bubble fucking lollipop head nigga, this demon with this fucking demon right here. That's why the Most High took her hair. He punched Chris Rock in the, punched him and loosened his jaw up, smacked the shit out of him because she was offended because Chris Rock said G.I. Jane, I can't wait for the part 2. And everybody started laughing, including this bundle of sticks. And when he noticed that she was the only one in the audience that wasn't laughing with it, because it hurt her. Now she lost her hair. She lost her hair some years ago. Why do you think she lost her hair? Because she ain't. The Most High said, okay, I'm gonna take all your hair. And she did an interview where she says she's not bothered by the fact that that's a fucking lie. That's a goddamn lie. A woman with a bald-ass fucking head, you're not proud of the fact that you can't grow your fucking hair. That's part of your nature, bitch. That's part of your nature. And see, Bishop Nader said, I hope these people come to the Lord. I hope they follow Jesus. See, when a man hugs up on a woman like that, he's got feelings. A woman got feelings too. Look at this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, Regina. Okay, this is this brother with the Black Panther. He's in the spiritual realm. Regina Hall's boyfriend. Find out all her rumored romances. Okay, I guess she was fucking hoe. Fucking hoe. Megan Good, she's with this guy. Jonathan Majors, he's the new nigga, None of these actors or actresses are going to make it in the ships. I don't know how many of y'all heard of Tico Wells. He's an actor. He was in the school at One West. In New York. He lived in New York. He said, I'm going to go out to Hollywood and push Israel. When he went out to Hollywood, he threw the whole Israel concept in the garbage. So anyway, let me give you a couple of precepts. The number one precept I'm going to give you is Amos 7, verse 17. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, thy wife or your woman shall be harlots in the city. What city is it talking about? That city, Babylon the Great. That's where the focus of you as a prophet supposed to be here in America, not in fucking Kenya, not in Papua New Guinea, not in the Solomon Islands, not in Nigeria, not in Ghana, not in the DR. And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. Right, when Esau took us over. And Esau, you think you're not going to pay. Hey, you know what China found out? That this guy, Trump, doesn't have a backbone. That he's a paper tiger. Look that word up. He's a paper tiger. Now they fucking with him. They see now he's ready to come to the table and, you know, be nice with the Chinese. The Chinese said, no, we don't. First of all, you weak. You ain't got no backbone. You're a fucking paper tiger. Now there's a story of China intercepting, I believe, ships. I can go to the news thing. I may go to it later. I might do it in another video. But China already saw, you know, Babylon flinched. That's a title right there. That's a good title. Babylon flinched. Let me look up the word flinch. And I'll come back to the scriptures. You know, she's the type of chick that'll get all close and, you know, huggy with you. And then you go and she stops, but the spirit's in you. You want to, this situation with Shannon Sharp with this Edomite woman, she could be a Jake. She going to become a millionaire because of her ass, her fat ass. There was, I think it was Busby or one of them lawyers said that you can lay with a woman and she can be your woman and you can have sex with her 99 times. And on that 100th time, if she says no, no means no. So that literally means that if I'm getting it in with a woman and we in it, you know, we doing what we got to do for the 5-10 minutes or whatever, and she says stop, if you give her one more stroke, that's rape. That's why this motherfucker got to go. And you got to keep putting curses on Babylon and keep putting curses on Jake, 2/3 of Jake, Esau, and the other nations. This motherfucker got to go, and this motherfucker's going. Let me look up the word flinch, because that's exactly what the king of Babylon did. And China saw it. He said, this nigga flinched. So we fuck him. We're gonna roll all over this motherfucker, all right? I believe he will bring in if the Most High, if Yahweh's plan is to come, because only he knows, not the Father, right? I mean, not the Son. Only the Father knows. That shows you right there that the Father and Son are two different entities. Why do you clowns deal with these fucking stupid ass Christians? These dumbass monkey minded Christians. Anyway, let me look up the word flinched. Flinch. Flinch meaning.
Here's the definition of flinch. Make a quick, nervous movement as an instinctive reaction to fear, pain, or surprise.
That's what Trump did when he said that. He said he's going to bring a. Now they're talking about 145% tariff. No, when you go back 2 weeks, it was a 245% tariff. I'll give you an example. China makes a car, EV, that's just as good as a $60,000 car, and as soon as BYD and these other Chinese companies allow their cars to come to America, Elon Musk is out of business. Okay, they're far more advanced, according to what I know. You know, but anyway, a $20,000 car, once it comes over here with a 250, I'm rounded off to 250. It's easier to deal with instead of 245, 250% tariff. A $20,000 car will cost you $70,000 plus taxes on top. We're not even talking about the taxes when you register the car. You pay taxes at the DMV. That's almost another 10. So you're talking about 80. You're talking about, in order for you to get a Chinese car that's $20,000, They got EVs for $10,000, $11,000. In order to get a car from China from $20,000 with a 250% tariff, it's going to cost you, with tax, registration, and everything, it's talking about $80,000. Who the fuck is going to buy that, man? So this guy had to backtrack because China seen this guy flinch. He said this guy's all mouth, no action, all talk, no action. This guy is spineless. He's got a facade of a tough guy. He's a fake tough guy. That's the king of Babylon. That's the king of Babylon. Flinch, quick, make a quick, nervous movement as an instinctive reaction to fear, pain, or surprise. Because they would tell him, look, Trump, he don't listen to nobody. He don't listen to nobody. And there's no way he should. This is why I know there's strings attached to this nigga. But he will bring in the chip. He will bring in the chip if the Most High's plan is to come within these next 3.5 years. He will be the one that will usher in the chip. And if he's the one to usher in the chip, that testing in Revelation 3 verse 10, that testing is going to, once they make everything international, I thought you didn't hear me. I'm sorry. I hit the button the wrong way. China intercepts U.S. planes. I hope you didn't miss a lot. Please forgive me. China has been accused of conducting unsafe interception of U.S. military aircraft. This is new news. New news, right? As of a couple of hours ago. Incident for jet, blah, 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 dangerously close to a plane. Maybe this is old news. Maybe it's not in the news. 3 days ago, China releases video of encounter with U.S. aircraft carrier, as an aircraft carrier fighter jet. So this was 3 days ago. And I'm just finding out about it. But anyway, let's come back over here. Please forgive me. There was a point where you didn't hear me speaking. I hit that mute button by mistake. I said, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife. This is why you don't get married here in America. You get married in the kingdom. And the marriage in the kingdom is when you take a woman, that's my wife. As soon as you hit it, that's your woman. And every woman that you get will be a virgin. Okay? Every woman that you get, if you get 1,000 women, they're all going to be virgins. And you're the only one that's, and there's not going to be any adultery among Israelites. It said, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, and we're going to truly live. We're going to truly live. We're going to have wives and we're going to have concubines of other nations. Yes, we're going to have concubines of the other nations. And I can't wait. Thy wife, your woman, your Israelite woman, shall be in harlot in the city. The city is talking about Babylon. The focus is here in Babylon. As I said in the video last night, I said Ezekiel 37, when it speaks about the dry bones in the valley is America. The focus is here in America. Bishop Nate is all around the world because the spirit, the most Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is not dealing with him. He's basically a mockingbird. And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall. And all you guys that are not diligent, I'm talking about guys in GMS or any you guys that are not diligent, man, there shouldn't be a day that goes by where you ain't talking about this truth, or you ain't thinking about it, or you ain't doing a video about it. If you're thinking about this thing that you're in, you're going to do a video. You're going to share your thoughts. Everything that you see is a title for a new video. So you guys that kind of, yeah, I got to do another once a week type guy, and you might do a 10-minute video. You ain't diligent. You ain't diligent. You don't want to get out of here, man. So guess what? You guys that are not diligent, you're going to be spewed out of the Most High's mouth. I told you the story about the camp that I had 50 men, 50 plus men. Every last one of them is back in the world, and they're getting ready to, some of them are dead. Some of them are on drugs. Some of them are homeless. Some of them got regular jobs, and they went back to their life. Some of them went back to being Roman Catholics or Baptists. Well, all of them are going to take that chip. The only ones in that camp that I was over through the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the only ones that are left that was in that camp is the Apostle Gabar and Bishop Nate. And Bishop Nate is pretty much back in the world. He believes in the white Jesus. When you call on Jesus and Christ, what comes to your mind? A white Jesus. Google the word Jesus, and go to images. Google the word Christ and go to images. Google the word Yahushua and go to images and see what comes up. So we don't follow Christ. We don't follow Jesus. We follow Yahushua, the true name of the Most High. And you're calling him, when you call him Jesus, you're calling him out of his name. It says, the city and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. That polluted land is not Kenya, even though Kenya is polluted. That polluted land is Babylon the Great, the valley. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. What does it mean by forth of his land? When you go to Revelation 6, the fourth part of the world, or the fourth part of the earth, is America, is Canaan, the fourth part of Canaan. So now let's look up the word harlot. Harlot. You tell me you get a woman and she ain't. You tell me, oh, I got a woman, she's a virgin. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is say, brother, you better watch out. You gotta be an underage woman. Or she was in a coma most of her life and woke up when she was 20. Okay, let's look up the word harlot, because they're all harlots, man. And any Israelite woman that's dealing with an Edomite man of another nation, they should be taken out in a New York minute. Anyway, so the word there is Zana. 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 So you can call these women Zana, this Zana, because we speak in code, right? Harlot, go a whoring, whoredom, whore, commit fornication, which is adultery, whorish. And what she was doing was whorish. Harlot, and if I remember, I'll leave the link of the video in the description box. Commit continually great whores. Is not Babylon the great whore? That's why it's going to get burnt. This is how you dispose of a harlot. You burn her with fire. The daughter of a priest, if she plays a harlot, she's not to be stoned. She's to be burnt with fire. To commit fornication or adultery, be a harlot, play the harlot. To be a harlot, act as a harlot, act as a harlot. Oh, I'm not, no, I'm just playing. You don't play like that. You get killed playing like that. If you were my wife and I seen this shit, I might eliminate your ass. I might delete your fucking ass. And then guess what? I'll get arrested for killing her, and they're gonna. That's why you fucking black woman. We don't need you. We do not need you, black. We don't need Judite women to bring the nation back. We don't need Levite women to bring the nation back. We don't need a Benjaminite woman to bring the nation back. We don't need Ephraimite women to bring the nation back. We are the motherfucking prize, bitches. This is what you don't understand. You ain't the fucking prize. We the fucking prize. Isaiah 13, an Israelite man shall be more precious than fine gold. So the Most High can wipe you bitches out. And we can get a Moabite woman and bring the nation back. You can use an Edomite woman and bring the nation back. Why do you think Herod wanted all the baby boys? They said babies. They wasn't killing girls. They were killing boys, 2 years old and under, because he knew that the Messiah was going to come. So he wanted to wipe out all the men. Because a woman can't bring back. The only thing a woman could bring back is what seed was put in her from if it was an Edomite. Even though he's dark as hell, he's an Edomite. He's a tear. This is what you dummies don't understand. And all you people all you jakes that are coming against Israel, keep coming against us, man. So the Most High can have it on record. Because you're not going to know what to do when they put the chip out. And then you boneheads from the IUIC, you're not going to know either. And you boneheads from the ISUPK. You know when you're going to wake up to the mark of the beast? When they make the breaking news and they show you got to get this chip. Then they're going to say, yeah, the GMS was always right. You got to watch this fucking video. And if you were a real man, and she probably went home to Edomite, and he don't care because he's one of them, man. He likes planks put up his rectum. She probably puts a strap on. This man ain't no real fucking man. Israel's real man. And look at the look he got. He got that look. This is my woman. He got feelings. And she's being a straight up hoe. Anyway, where am I? I'm a little excited over here. Yeah, we don't need y'all. We do not need y'all, man. Watch this video and get mad. And wait a minute. Okay, here it is again. She's too touchy-feely. She's too fucking touchy-feely. Yeah, this Regina's king's son, he killed himself because he was a Mo. He's a fucking Mo. Anyway, let me come on back over here. To be a cult prostitute. Okay, let me give you some of these precepts. Oh, I got a whole lot of precepts, 92 precepts. And yes, you can deal with harlots. The Most High told Hosea to go and get you a harlot, and then he had children with them with that harlot. So all you brothers getting on GMS, we had it right. Oh, the grape thing, we got it right. And see, Nate gets all emotional with that grape thing, but guess what? That means he's going to be, if he don't repent, he's going to be condemned because he's taken away from the law. Deuteronomy chapter 4, first couple of verses. You can't add to the law, take away from the law. You can't add to the book and take away from the book. Proverbs 30, Revelation 22, and 18 and 19. And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot? Now this goes into the account of Dinah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's exactly what it's talking about. Uh, Matter of fact, let me open this up. Genesis 34 and 31. Okay, it mentions, and Dinah. Dinah is the sister of the sons that came out of Jacob, one of Jacob's daughters, or Jacob's daughter, only daughter. And they the Canaanites got to her. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure. I knew it was talking about Dinah. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, which she was a harlot, because she played a harlot, but she had to do it, and she was. Judah said that this woman is. What did Judah say? Let me find this woman so I can burn her. And then when he found out what she did, which was wise, he said that she is more righteous than me. Even though she played the harlot for a reason. And that's how the Most High set it up. And when you read that whole account, the brother died. I'm not gonna go all into it. And the other brother, one of the sons, the other brother had to lay with her to this is Tamar, right? So the father promised that the other son would lay with you, but the other son didn't want to lay with her, so he spilt the seed, because he didn't want, because that child would have been his dead brother's child. That's how that works in the law. So what would have happened? There was one son, and one son died. Then the other son came, and he didn't want to deal with her. And then he promised, the father promised his son to deal with Tamar. And what ultimately happened, she had to pull a fast one on him. She had to dress the part of a harlot, and he thought, I'm gonna get a harlot. And what happened was, he gave his signet, his staff. He gave his name. He gave his name up as collateral. I believe it was for a sheep, if I'm not mistaken. And when he came back, she wasn't around. She played this guy, but he said that she was she did a righteous act, even though she played a harlot. Did not our Lord Yahushua say the harlots are going to make it to the kingdom before you wicked? He's talking about the wicked scribes, Pharisees, Sadducees, and so forth. He said the harlots will make it in the kingdom, which proved what? That all Israel is going to make it in the kingdom. Even if you're a harlot, you're going to ultimately make. See, this is Nate going off again, talking about there's a hell. Watch what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to do to the IUIC, getting ready to chop it down like a tree. He's going to chop it down and break it up. And them people are going to scatter. It says Genesis 38 and 24, and it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Yahweh, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, have played the harlot. Yes, she did play the harlot. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. Because when Judah went unto her, he left the seed in her, and she became pregnant. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. That's a law. That's I believe that's Exodus 19, if I'm not mistaken. I can get it. Somebody put it up. I'm not going to look for it. It said the daughter of a priest, if she plays the harlot, she's supposed to be burnt by fire. So that was, that was there before the law was written. That was unwritten law. So it says, Exodus 34:15. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring. That's talking about a nation. All you Israelites that are Christians, you're a harlot. You're playing the whore. You're involved in whoredom because you're following another God. That's why your Most High gonna chip your ass. Then he gonna get rid of you. This is why we don't deal with no Christians. We do not deal with Christians no more. Christian roll up. If he asks a sensible question, you realize he's a Christian. He's trying to debate. I said, look, we don't debate. We don't debate. We lecture. You got a question? If it's a legitimate question, we'll answer it. If he asks a question, he's leading to, well, the Lord came. I said, look, nigga, get down the street. Okay, well, shut that. You want to be here? Shut up. If you don't shut up, we're going to call the cops on you because you're disrupting this meeting. You're disrupting a religious gathering. So we don't deal with them no more. So vocab, don't come around no GMS no more. After there, unless you come correct. Now, if you came correct, if you're a Christian, that's because there's some people that are Christians that really believe that they're Christians and they're sincere people, and they ask sincere questions, and you might, gain a brother or a sister. We don't put that much emphasis on sisters anyway. The elect is coming out of the men and the women too, but the women take a back seat to the man. Like I said, we don't need an Israelite woman to bring back the nation. If the only women left on this planet are Edomites, guess what? We can bring back all the tribes through Edomite women. So this is almost 100 times you find the word harlot, man. Going to whoring. And this is with this bitch right here, married to a fucking Edomite. This bitch Regina Hall. That's what she is. She's a straight up harlot. They got their legs all showing. All these hoes in Hollywood are straight up harlots. They're all fucked up. She's fucked up. She's all fucked up in the head. Regina King. They're all fucked up. Janet Jackson. She's the greatest hoe in history. Cause she had made a deal to get married to an Arab dude, and it was the prenup that she got to stay with this guy for 5 years, and if she stayed with the guy for 5 years, after 5 years she would get, I believe it was $200 million. She stayed with the guy 5 years. She had a baby with a heathen, and after that 5-year period went, she was checking the calendar. That bitch was checking the calendar too. And after that 5 years, a week go by, you telling me what to do. Well, wait a minute. Wasn't he telling you what to do in that 5 years? That was the biggest whole deal on the planet Earth, man. She got to believe it was $200 million. She was a 5-year hoe. All these fucking women, these actresses, these singers and stuff, these famous women. I'm talking about the Jake women. They all gotta give it up. They all gotta give it up, man. It's good. The apocrypha says she opens her quiver. Yeah, this motherfucker right here. Oh, he's gonna get it. The easiest thing to do is if a Christian roll up and he's not sincere, because maybe the Most High might be leading him into this truth. If he's the elect, he's gonna come out of that. What is it? 99.9% of the brothers in this thing, we were all pretty much raised as Christians, right? Like I said, this is why Babylon the Great, the harlot, the abomination of the earth, she has to be taken out by fire because she's a harlot. Yeah, this Trump administration, it's in shambles. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Hell, you would have been better off leaving Biden up in there, man. Trump gets clobbered by bad news as he cracks in public. Yeah, he's looking real weak. And like I said, China made this dude flinch. So now China can do what the hell they want. They said these guys are paid. Like I said, paper. Look up the word paper tiger. That's exactly what Trump is. Trump is a paper tiger. Our job is to prophesy good. That's it. Sum up a prophet of the Most High. What are they supposed to do in a nutshell? In a couple of words, prophesy. What are you doing? Didn't I say that? I didn't get the chance to see this video. I believe they have a new bomb. China. Russia got the military equipment, the Satan II, the hypersonic missile system. That right there could take out the whole planet. Okay, this is TLDR, whatever that means. It's right here. News, global upload. I gotta watch this. Is Trump already giving up on tariffs? Yeah, because it's backfiring on him. He's looking real weak right about now. And all your politicians are professional liars. They're all lawyers. Lawyers are liars. They're trained liars. And this idiot right here, he says Hebrew Israelites need to stop using this verse. That's one of the first verses that you go to. It clearly states that the Lord said, don't go to the other nations, but go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So the truth is coming out. Louis Vuitton and all these companies that make these handbags and so forth. You know, the truth, and I've been knew about this. I've been knew about this when I was a kid. Jake doesn't understand. Retail stores get it from wholesalers. Wholesalers get it from distributors. Distributors get it from manufacturers. And they put their prices on it as it goes, you know. If the thing is created, it might cost $5. By the time you pay for it, it might cost $50. Macy's, I know for a fact, they'll get something like a brass candelabra, whatever you call it. They'll get it. They'll have a price. It'll be $350, and then they'll mark it down by 80%, which is or they mark it down by, let's say, 90%. So that's let's say $30 or whatever. So people say, "Oh wow, this is a $300 piece that I can get it for $30 or whatever, $80. I'll get it." That's all part of the psychology of retailing. See, you people know, I worked in retail for years. I'm the one, I was one of the guys, I was a manager in certain retail stores, and I had to put in orders for new items. You had the inventory, and I knew what the price, it cost that we had to pay for the thing and how much it was marked up. You Negroes need to wake up and smell the fucking coffee. Bunch of fucking idiots. Anyway. Yeah, this bitch, she gotta go. She gotta fucking go. And on top of that, she's married to a fucking Edomite. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say, and they get the finest of the hoes of our people. So what you think we're gonna get from the Edomites? We're gonna get the finest of the Edomites, man. And yes, we're gonna have concubines in the kingdom. There ain't no law against that. Show me the law. Anyway, shalom.